This week on the Island Times News Update, the beach's mayors have an upbeat message for residents. Jacksonville Beach homeowners ask for help from the Neptune Beach City Council, and the ferry is doing pretty well, but a deal with JTA has not been finalized. Welcome to the Island Times News Update. I'm Tom Patton. The mayors of the three beach cities gave generally upbeat assessments of their cities in their annual joint visit to Beaches Watch. All three said that rising property values and new construction were strengthening the financial position of their cities, giving them some latitude in their budgets. Mayor Harriet Pruitt said sewer and street repaving projects are on the city's project list for 2015, and some beach walkovers are in line for some renovation. She mentioned a grant that had been obtained by the Ishbrant Beautification Committee for work on medians on 3rd Street. She also said the city had set aside some $25,000 for crowd control this summer.
This issue is not going away because of masses come through Neptune Beach on July 4th, and I don't think we'll ever go back to July 4th that we had 10 or 12 years ago. The county is growing in leaps and bounds, the beaches are growing, and they're all going to go to the beach on July 4th.
Pruitt said that after several months of inaction on the part of the mayor's office in Jacksonville, the city of Neptune Beach called on the Jacksonville City Council for help resolving their tipping fee dispute between the two cities.
Last week, the Office of General Counsel did send a letter to our city attorney stating that they would pay our portion of mediation. Our proposal is now in the hands of the Jacksonville City Council elected officials, and Bill and Councilor Golford is spearheading the effort to help us find resolution. So with that, it's in their hands. We placed it in their laps. For the information, the Florida Statutes, Chapter 164, deals with government disputes and procedures to follow. And at this moment in time, we believe that mediation at this point is premature.
Mayor Carolyn Wood of Atlantic Beach also said housing starts and rising property values were giving the city some latitude in projects, and said the city has hired a new city manager, city attorney, and police chief during the past year. Wood said many of the issues now being faced in Atlantic Beach are quality of life issues, such as the tree canopy and bicycle and pedestrian safety. Wood said that Atlantic Beach has also been in negotiations with Jacksonville over tipping fees, and that the two parties are near a solution.
Different issues than Neptune Beach, and so we've been able to progress on a different course than they have, and that is currently working through both of our councils, and I think we'll reach agreements there. We just need things on the paper. So that's been wonderful to get that behind us.
Wood said the City Charter Commission had come up with 44 recommendations for changes in the city charter, but there was still a great deal of work to be done on those proposed revisions.
The Commission is having a joint meeting with the past committee to hear their rationale, their decision, why they made the decisions they did, and we're looking forward to that. And then the process is still kind of lengthy after we meet with them and discuss, and staff is also looking at the recommendations and how, in their opinion, it will affect the everyday running of the city, which is very important because obviously they know more about that than any of us. And we'll get together with them and listen to their opinions insight, and then the commission will finally get around to discussing it and end up with wordage that will be on our ballot this summer in August.
Woods also said the City Commission was considering the establishment of a community redevelopment agency for the Mayport corridor, much as Jacksonville has done for the fishing village and surrounding area. Jacksonville Beach Mayor Charlie Latham began his speech by pointing out that USA Today had recently named Jacksonville, Neptune, and Atlantic Beaches as among the most laid-back places for a vacation in Florida. He said that Jacksonville Beach has achieved financial stability, had reached new pension agreements with its police and fire unions, and was on track to be debt-free by 2020. Latham said the city had secured a grant for drainage improvements on 1st Street, which has been an issue since he was a student at Fletcher, saying he hopes that will be part of his legacy as mayor of Jacksonville Beach.
Everybody hopes when they're elected that they're going to do one thing that really makes a doggone difference. And I'm really proud of it. Once that ours, and I've said it more than once, ours is that we got a $30.2 million award from the state of Florida to finally fix the drainage problems on 81A from Beach Boulevard all the way down to Penn River. And that took a lot of work and a lot of help from a lot of great folks. Senator Audrey Gibson, Senator Aaron Bean, Representative Janet Atkins, Secretary Prasad from the FDOT, District 2 Secretary Greg Evans. Everybody played a role in it, and it was a great team effort, and what a great thing for us here at the beaches, all of us. And that'll be taking place in 2017.
Property values are up in the city by 7%, Latham said, which gives the city more latitude to complete public works and other projects. He said that over the next 2 years, a major repaving project will be begun on 1st and 2nd Streets between Beach Boulevard and 16th Avenue South, and he talked about the city's plans to implement some of the recommendations that came from the recent visioning project for the Central Business District.
We anticipate in the next several weeks that we're going to have that workshop where we'll finally sit down and say, okay, here's what we propose we do to get us closer to where we want to be as a community. We're also Downtown Action Plan includes the building of a parking lot with either a retail interface or with a JTA interface. So that will be part of the discussions that we continue forward with here as we get this plan out on the streets.
The mayor said there's a great deal of cooperation among the three cities, and each works to support the others as much as they can. Mayor Pruitt is term limited and will be leaving office in 2016. Mayor Woods will be up for re-election in August of this year, and Mayor Latham has said he plans to seek re-election in 2016. You can watch all three of the presentations in their entirety on the Beaches Watch website. The St. Johns River Ferry is on much firmer financial footing than it has been in the recent past, according to Jacksonville City Councilman John Crescembeni, who holds at-large seat 2. Speaking at Beaches Watch, Crescembeni said that the ferry has been seeing monthly increases in ridership and revenue of about 15% over last year, and there's some infrastructure work that will be done based on grants obtained for the service.
We're not sure the city wants to continue operating the ferry. We entered into an agreement with the JTA where we extended the gas tax, where we're going to enter into discussions with them about possibly taking over the ferry. Those discussions are ongoing. We keep setting dates of when we'd like to transfer the ferry to the JTA. We haven't gotten all the details worked out. There's a magic date, I think it's October 1st of 2015, where if that transfer hasn't occurred, they have to pay, or they make a contribution to the ferry each and every year going forward. I think it's $400,000. Is that right, Bill?
Yeah.
But we're continuing to work with the JTA, and they're very committed to. They see the big picture. They see the ferry as a part of the transportation system in Jacksonville, and hopefully we'll. By October 1st, we can have all those details worked out.
Crescembeni praised the work of the Ferry Commission, which he chairs. It's a volunteer panel that helps oversee the service for the council. He said everyone on that panel is there because they love the ferry and want to see it succeed. Well, when we come back, a tale of a neighborhood, a bridge, and a gate. This is the Island Times News Update.
Beaches Academy Child Care Center in Jacksonville Beach has been offering affordable, loving child care to families in the Beaches communities for 35 years. Conveniently located on Penman Road, Beaches Academy offers care for children from infants through preschool, with programs that encourage learning and outdoor play. Our affordable tuition means families can get quality child care at a price that fits their budget. Contact Beaches Academy at 246-3885 and schedule a tour of our center. Beaches Academy, the child always comes first. Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning in Atlantic Beach offers a full range of residential and commercial heating and air conditioning services, from new installation to replacement and remodeling. Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning can keep your home comfortable year-round, and they offer preventive maintenance contracts to keep your system running at peak efficiency. Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning is an authorized Bryant dealer and will service all brands. For year-round comfort in your home or business, contact the original Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning at 241-1788.
Welcome back to the Island Times News Update. I'm Tom Patton. 2 residents of Jacksonville Beach came to the Neptune Beach City Council Monday night to discuss a locked gate at the east end of Seagate Avenue just before Hopkins Creek. The gate blocks Lakeside Drive, one of only two entrances to the neighborhood that straddles the line between Neptune and Jacksonville beaches, and is only accessible over the Kings Road Bridge, a structure which carries a 10-ton weight limit when the gate is locked, which is most of the time. At the meeting Monday night, Jacksonville Beach resident Ruth Forrest handed out information about the neighborhoods to the council and asked for their help in working with the city of Jacksonville Beach to have better access to the neighborhood. Forrest said that the main issue for Neptune Beach is premature degradation of the Kings Road Bridge.
The issue for Neptune Beach is shortened lifespan of both the Kings Road Bridge and the Northern Causeway approaching that bridge. There's a 10-ton limit sign posted at Tara before the Marsh Causeway leading to the bridge, but it's often not observed. Neighborhood construction is going on 7 days a week until sundown, including holidays. Our two cities have 5 new houses under construction, and there's at least 8 more permits that have been pulled. Roof trusses, lumber, flooring, all kinds of trucks over 10 tons are crossing the bridge. This has been repeatedly observed by Neptune Beach residents who can view the bridge from their homes.
Another issue, she said, is that during times of high water, such as hurricanes, tropical storms, or even just a full moon and an abnormally high tide, the Kings Road Causeway becomes impassable, and the locked gate leaves residents no way in or out without calling Jacksonville Beach. Getting someone there can take as long as 40 minutes, she said. Emergency vehicles do not carry copies of the key. Forrest said Jacksonville Beach says it wants to monitor the situation, so she came to the Neptune Beach Council to ask them to work with Jacksonville Beach to eliminate the gate entirely.
We have tried. Jacksonville Beach just wants to monitor the situation. We feel eliminating the gate equals extending the lifespan of the Kings Road Bridge and Causeway. We would appreciate Neptune Beach bringing this concern to Jacksonville Beach. Perhaps they'll reconsider it if it comes from Neptune Beach.
City Manager Jim Jarboe said that Jacksonville Beach City Manager George Forbes has also told him that they're going to continue to monitor the gate issue and that the Jacksonville Beach Police Department would be given a key to the gate to allow access on weekends. But Jarboe said there was a roadblock in the way of removing the gate.
Agreement way back when, and I'm going to try to get a copy of it, Jax Beach can't open it unless the Seagate Road is opened.
Seagate stops at Hopkins Creek. There's no bridge connecting the neighborhood to the eastern portion of Seagate Avenue. Mayor Harriet Pruitt said that the gate has been a problem for a long time and that the city of Neptune Beach should have a key that would allow them to open the gate if necessary. Well, Neptune Beach also passed on first read revisions to its sign ordinance that pushes the deadline for all signs to be converted to monument signs to December 31st, 2017. That date had been recommended by the Community Development Board, but it is opposed by 3 members of the council. Councilors Scott Wiley, Richard Arthur, and Kara Tucker all think the arbitrary deadline should be removed entirely, and Councilman Wiley said he plans to amend the revised ordinance once it passes in March. The council also passed on first reading an ordinance that will allow food trucks to operate as caterers at private events in the Neptune Beach portion of the beach's town center. Walk-up sales from food trucks would not be allowed. The Jacksonville Beach Art Walk will be held Tuesday, February 10th in the Central Business District. Artists line the street with art for sale, and many businesses stay open late for the event. Then Sunday, February 15th, it's the 26-2 with Donna to finish breast cancer. This world-class running event raises funds for groundbreaking breast cancer research and to help empower women living with breast cancer. The route goes through many areas of the beaches, so check out their website for more information about the race. Atlantic Beach will hold both a workshop and regular commission meeting on Monday, February 9th. The workshop will begin at 5 and will discuss recommendations made by the Charter Review Commission. Then at the regular meeting at 6:30, the commission is currently scheduled to vote on its agreement with the City of Jacksonville to resolve its tipping fee dispute as well as funding for the payments to Jacksonville. And finally this week, after winning his District 13 seat unopposed in the upcoming Jacksonville election, Jacksonville City Councilman Bill Gulliford had quite a bit of money left in his campaign account. By law, he is allowed to donate that money to nonprofit organizations, and he has identified several Beaches nonprofits that could benefit from a contribution. Wednesday night at Beaches Watch, he presented President Sandy Golding with a check for $500 to benefit the organization. Well, the National Weather Service says we can expect warmer weather over the weekend and into Monday, with highs in the mid-60s at the beach and lows in the upper 50s. Another shot of cool air will be with us by Tuesday, with highs in the 50s, but then back into the 60s for the rest of the week, and there's a slight chance of showers Monday and Monday night. The Island Times is always digital, always free at www.theislandtimes.com. Become a subscriber and get updates on news from the Beaches communities delivered right to your email box. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. I'm Tom Patton. Thanks for watching.